Hello guys, and welcome to Almost Solitaire. Uh, there's been a slight change of plans as for what I'm going to play. I was thinking of playing more Men of Iron, but actually I got a friend that got interested in the game, so we decided to play that mano a mano, but so basically I had to think of something else for my solitaire gaming, and I have actually decided to continue with the Great War for two reasons. First of all, of course, I found the latest campaign I played, the Loose campaign, really fun, so I wanted to continue that for that reason, and also I'm not up to reading in some new rule system right now, so I will continue with actually the Somme scenarios. So the core game booklet contains 5 battles, I think, from this battle. I think you could say it's the first battle of Somme. But also, as a Kickstarter reward, you got 2 additional scenarios, scenarios 17 and 18, and those are depicting Somme as well, both of them. So I will add them to my playthroughs. So it will be a total of 7 scenarios, which I plan to play as a campaign. Well, the campaign thing is only, I count together all the medals from each scenario, accumulate them, and in the end I'll check what the difference is, and based on that I assign a victory level, so to speak, right? So it's no more serious than that, but it still gets the feeling that each battle counts, and you want to fight them good until the end, to at least, even if you're losing a battle, you could reduce the size of the victory for the other player, so, and by that get better campaign rating. And I think I will have these levels for this campaign. To achieve strategic victory, you need to have a difference of 12 victory tokens, which is for either side. So that's a big amount and should be hard to achieve, actually, but I think that's a fair amount. And by strategic victory I mean then the side that achieves this, it have done very well in the battle and gain some substantial advantage in that sector of the battlefield, so maybe the other side needs to actually withdraw from the Somme area or something like that. Then we have the tactical victory level, that will be a difference of 6 medals. And a tactical victory is like, well, you have some local progress in your campaign, and, well, something to build on for maybe another offensive or something like that. And anything below that is considered as a draw. So the first scenario will be the Hawthorn Ridge mine explosion. You can, if you want, pause the video and read the text here. But basically what has happened is that it's in the center of the field here. The British have set off this big mine explosion beneath the German lines, and that becomes a very important site to grab for both sides actually. So both want to control this area. So the British are moving forward their 29th division, and the Germans are also mustering here in the back to get to do a counter-attack here. So both sides actually have quite an impressive strength here. The British maybe more in numbers, Germans more in quality, I think. To win the battle, we need 6 victory points or victory medals. You get 1 for each unit eliminated. And then we have this temporary victory medal that the British gains at the start of the turn when 1 or more units occupy any German trench hex in the front line. So front line in the scenario is depicted as these and also these. I will count them all the way down here. So that will gain them a victory medal. The British forces gain 1 permanent victory medal for each unit that succeeds in breaking through and exits the battlefield from the German baseline. So the British could also exit here and get 1 for each unit that does that. And you need actually to start your movement on the baseline to be allowed to exit. That's a new rule they have added to the system. And then we have the mine crater. So we have 6 hill hexes, right, surrounding the crater, and those start a turn start temporary majority medal worth 1 victory medal for the side that occupies the majority of these hexes. So from the start no one is actually occupying them. British are really near here, and that's, I think, what these counter-attacking forces also want to grab. So I think we will see some fierce fighting of these hills. We also have this race against time, the British, and so the German player will get a medal for playing a recon card. So for special rules, the British do the no man's land shelling, and we have a sunken lane, which is a special terrain here. It's these 4 hexes. Those provide cover as stated here. They can ignore 1 soldier symbol and 1 flag. So basically it's the same as a shell hole. And for the resources, we have these 5 command cards. I will play these. If you watched my previous videos of the Great War, you know I have a solitaire system, meaning I will take one side, and I usually take the side that is on the attack, which is British on this side. So I will play the British. And for the command cards, I will get 2. The Germans will only get 1 for each turn. And then we have a combat cards. Those are as stated here. HQ tokens the same, and both have an artillery strength of 5. We also have 4 hex rows that will be shelled by the no man's land shelling before we start the game. Well, I have actually added a little twist to this game. Oh, I will mention one more thing. Remember when one of my AI rules is to roll a die, a combat die, every time the Germans want to play a combat card. Previously I played that card if they rolled a soldier symbol. I have changed that now to give them a slightly better chance to, or actually a 50-50% chance to play that card. So if they roll a green symbol, meaning soldier symbols, or the HQ token symbol, the star, they will play the card. Yeah, and now for the twist. I have actually decided to not set up the board from the core game. I have some terrain I have been having in some boxes waiting to get up and to be played with. And I wanted to try this terrain out, so I have done a setup like that. So it's, well, you see we have, this is Great War in 3D basically, right? So we have the mine explosion area there. We have the German trench line over there. Here we have the woods that's called Bergwerk. And here's the sunken lane. I have put a road there, and the British lines down here. And as you can see, this takes quite a lot of space. My table isn't even enough for this, so I need to be putting some things on the board here. I hope it doesn't disturb too much. And I have these white threads here that are depicting the sections of the battlefield. Yeah, so, and we will do our rolls here. So it got a bit bigger than I thought, this setup, but no worries, I have got the permission from my wife, so I will survive this, I guess. Okay, I think we are ready to get started actually. So I need to do the no man's land shelling first, so I will do that, and then I'm back for turn 1. See you soon. Okay, so the no man's land rolling is done. Here we got 2 hits, meaning we have a quite nice lane up to the woods and eventually to the trench there, the German trench. Down here we got 2 hits, which is kind of a nice lane for our reserve troops from our trench line to advance to that mine explosion area. Another one here. Actually, that would not have happened, right? Because I have units there. I think that's ignored where there's a unit in a hex. I need to check that, but I think I'll need to remove that one actually. And then lastly we got 2 on our far right here, so if we want to challenge the Germans in that line, we could perhaps advance through these 2 crater hexes. Okay, let's also have a quick look at the forces. So here we have the sunken lane. We have 2 rifle units here and 1 trench mortar. And further to our right we have guys that have already gone over the top, so they have advanced from the trenches here when the scenario begins, and it's mostly rifle, and here in this shell hole, which I think I will remove, we have a trench mortar, and up here just adjacent to the mine explosion area we actually have a machine gun. In our trench line, if we start from the left, we have 2 rifle units that probably can advance up this lane later on, right? And then we have 2 more rifles in reserve here, ready to be thrown in where needed. And we have a rifle, another machine gun here, and still yet another rifle on our far right. That's what the British have. So we need to get these guys quickly into cover, or a German 5 strength barrage would really be heavy here. So we need as quickly as possible to get these guys into cover. Okay, let's have a check what the Germans have. Let's start in their back. We have a rifle there coming in from the edge. Here we have another rifle. Here's actually a bomber unit. I think it's the game's only bomber unit. More rifle pouring in here and here. A bit more to the right we have another rifle. So that's their back line down there. The front line starts from here where they have a machine gun stationed, this junction hex here. Moving forward we have a trench mortar and another rifle unit waiting there. Then we have a large gap with no guys, and then on our right hand side we have more rifles, and here's a machine gun. It's an interesting situation because we have a machine gun here, so it's a maybe machine gun duel going on here. Let's see. They are still 4 hexes away from each other, so it's only 1 die attack if they would like to fire at each other. Okay, let's check the German combat cards. They have the advance for the top, meaning they could get some more movement going when activated. And they have this Lies card that can force me to retreat, even though I could ignore retreat flags. As for me, for the command cards, we have a recon left and we have a direct from HQ, which I think is a huge saver for me, because with this card I can actually activate these guys and get them into cover. It will be a bit expensive, but well worth it, I'm sure about that. As for my combat cards, I had a Lost Messenger, a really expensive card, which makes one of his actions not nullified, but it will be restricted to only 1 unit, and they cannot order reserve artillery, right? And then we have the Matahari Spy, which is... it's a bit strange in this Solitaire game, right? I mean, I could draw 3 command cards at random from opponent's hand, choose 2 to discard and 1 to return. And since the Germans only will have 1 card in this play, I will still use this card, but with a special Solitaire game rule. And that is that I can actually, for 2 turns, I can draw 2 cards for the German and choose which one I will give them. So that will give me a huge advantage in selecting what the Germans can activate for the next turn for 2 turns, but it's still a bit expensive, so I don't know if this will be played or not. And last but not least, we have the body armor, so we can ignore all soldier hits for this combat roll. I just now begin to wonder, what does this soldier hits really mean? Does it mean that I can ignore soldier symbol hits or hits on a soldier unit, right? That will, I mean, I don't actually know. I think when I have gotten this previously, I have played it that it can ignore these symbols only, but you know, bursts and stuff is still counted. Ignores all soldier hits. You know, the other thing that it could mean is that we could play this for soldier units. So basically all these units can Ignore the hits for one combat. All soldier hits. I don't know. I think I'll go for what I have played so far. They will ignore soldier symbol hits. Okay, I think we are ready to start off turn 1 then. I will take a minute to think about the battle plan and then I'll start it off. Okay, so time for turn 1. And I will play the direct from HQ card. Oh, sorry, I forgot about removing these. Let's do that real quick. This will not be in play yet. Because there was a unit here when I did the pre-bombardment, it should not be a crater hex actually, so this is how it looks. So, I will actually... yeah, let's see. Yeah, I would actually more or less activate all my 6 units here. Don't know what to do with this trench mortar guy though. He cannot, you know, the unit can only move 1 hex. So if I go forward with it, it will still be out in the open. Which is bad. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I should stay put with that. Okay, I will activate all 6, so I need to pay 6 of my 7 HQ token, which hurts a bit actually, but... So we'll activate these units. The machine gun will move up here. On the crater hill, so to speak. And let's see. How does this crater thing work? Okay, so it's stop and move no further this turn. Move off, stop on adjacent hex and move no further. Moving into already on hex, no battle reduction. Ignore 1 soldier symbol and 1 flag from ranged and close combat. Okay. Reserve to temple. Okay, no shell crater if they. And it actually blocks line of sight, but since the surrounding hexes are hill, I think we can see over it perhaps. I guess so. Anyway, I was just wondering I would rush in some guys into the crater. I think I'll do that. So these guys run over the hill there and take shelter in this crater. These guys run up here, slightly more in cover than in the open at least. And these guys rush up here, meaning none of these guys can actually fire right this turn. And these guys just move into shelter here. So a bit crowded in that shell holder. Right. Anyway, please stand up. Anyway, and these guys actually stay put and they will fire. So we have 4 hex range against that rifle unit there. I think I'll put that would be 2 dice, right? Yeah. Here we go, mortar. 4 hex range, 2 dice. Yes, so let's do that. 2 dice attack. And that guy in the trench ignores those, so he's fine. And that's basically it. So I discard these. Actually, one more thing I'm thinking of adding to this game. I will not reveal this card until it's my turn, so I cannot, you know, not either by accident play the German card in a way that I would benefit from this one, right? So I only know that I have a recon left for sure. I don't know what the other one is. So we have the German turn coming, so let's see what card they have. Okay, they have actually a recon center. This will mean they will get a victory token actually at the end of the turn. So one guy in the center. What to do? I don't think he is opting to play any of these. I guess he wants to activate more units to play that one for the top, and the lies is maybe not that necessary right now. I don't even know if we're gonna combat or not. Probably not actually. So I could get 2 guys into cover, right? I could get those guys running over that trench and be in cover. I could also activate those guys and get there, or we could move up some reserves. Another option is to place a barrage here now. Maybe that's what I want to do actually. Yeah, I think that's what makes most sense. These are not too sheltered here, so he will actually pay 5. Did I grab the correct amount? Yes, I did. That's 5. And I'm actually using that old template because the new one I got in the expansion actually broke. It was not that high quality, right? So, what would be a good place to put it then? I think basically these are all the same cover, right? I think you can ignore one on hill as well. Okay, no flags actually on hill, so maybe try to target as much as possible in the hill. Makes sense. That would imply I put the template here like that. So we will now roll 5 target dice. That's huge. We got, well, there is a double, so that will enter hit the center hex, right? But the other 2 3s are outside. We got ourselves a 5, which is a hit on my machine guns, a 4, which is a miss, and a 6, which actually hits down here in the crater. So let's start with the target hex. That's 2 dice, and I can ignore 1 soldier symbol. Oh, it's 2 bursts. Oh man. So I already lost 2 guys there. That was not a good start. Let's place them there. And that's not all. We got 1 in that shell hole. Let's roll for that. He ignores that. And 1 for my machine gun, which I hope will be fine. That's a flag which I need to take, I think. Yeah. That's not good either. I actually need to retreat down again. Luckily I had the retreat path open here. So that was a kind of a ouch. 2 guys lost there and these guys forced back from the hill. Yeah, that's basically it actually. And we'll see, he only has 2 HQ tokens left. So if we roll above 2, a 10, 0 is a 10, he will grab those. Yes, it's an 8, so he will grab 2 of those. I actually forgot to do that myself in my turn, right? Actually, I will grab 2 for me as well. Like that. And then he has the option to discard a card, but he won't do that. And let's not forget to give the German player a victory medal for the recon card. So we will grab him another card now, put it there, and now we can go to turn 2 and reveal my card. Okay, it's an outflanked, so we get 2 on each flank, or I get this recon, which actually is good in that way that I can pick 2 cards and choose 1 at the end of my turn. First of all, I now have the majority control here of these hill hexes, which actually gives me a temporary victory medal. So where should I put these? Oh, let's get this guy down and put it here. So let me think. Okay, I still think I will play these outflanked. So I will activate, I don't know, should I start advancing here or not? Or should I just move up some reserves here? And let's see if I want to play any of these. Could play that Matahari Spy. No, I couldn't. I don't have the tokens for that. I think I'll start the advance here. I will move up to the shell holes there with these guys and actually put some suppressing fire with my machine gun against his machine gun. So I'll activate these 2 on this flank. On this flank, I think good question. I could activate my mortar and also do advance here. So I'll advance these guys up to the sunken lane here. So that's what I do. So let's start with the movement. They go 2, cannot fire, but I don't think they have any targets anyway. Like that. And here on my extreme right, no, I will, yeah, on my extreme right, these guys will jump through the shell holes up to these Shell hole hex here. Like that. And they cannot fire either. But my machine gun will fire against his machine gun. So that's only one die, but what the heck. There's always a chance to get these bursts, right? It's a flag which he completely ignores, so we're done there. I have my trench mortar that actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it has an incredible range. It actually could hit his guys back there if he wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Even here he could hit. But I have some guys within better range here. I mean, these guys I could get a 2-die attack on. So question is, should I concentrate on his rifles or his trench mortar there? I think actually I put it on his rifles, because they will be more important in the fight for that hill, I guess. So I didn't hit him at all. So that's it. I will grab a new card. And I'll grab myself more of these. And I now have 5. I'm actually thinking of this Matahari spy card. Maybe I should discard it. Maybe keep it for now. I will not do any discards there. So I'm done with turn 2. Got some reserves up and started some advance here, but my fire was ineffective at both flanks. So we got the German turn 2, and they have a probe center. They will activate 2 units in the center, which I think they are really happy to do, because even though they have only 4 of these HQ tokens, I think it's still a good... I mean, here's a tempting target for an artillery barrage. I think he wanted to do that actually. So there will be an artillery barrage here, and for the other guy, let's see, I could put fire here. That would give me a 2-die attack, I believe. Or move up some guys. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Yeah, these guys will actually move up here, and they cannot fire by that because they move 2 hexes. So there's some close combat coming up eventually there, but not now. And for the other one, they will put a barrage right here. There's many targets here, and they will pay for this, giving them 4 dice in the attack. And let's see what we get. Okay, they got a double, and that also hits my guys here. They got a 2, which is a miss, and a 3 that hits my trench mortar there. So this is bad news for me again, I believe, because these guys in the center have no cover. Here comes that roll, and that's 1 hit, and he gains 1 HQ token back. We got one of those and one hit. So one of my machine gun guys down, and can remove that dice. Let's take this one. It's 2 dice also. Okay, I ignored that one, but that I need to take, so these guys lose 1. Oh my, what a bad start. And still we got 1 die on my trench mortar. And they gained an HQ token for that roll. Like that. Okay. And that's it actually, but I was lucky he didn't hit me up there with only the 2 strength unit. So things are not looking good for me. I need to get away from there, from the open, right? So here's a card for the German, and he will now roll for these, if you're gonna grab a combat card or HQ tokens. And we roll the 1. That means he actually, even though he only have 2 of these, he will grab a combat card. That's bold. So he got Stretcher Bearer, costs him 4. Choose enemy or friendly unit in any section. That unit is removed from the battlefield. And if he removes an enemy soldier or an enemy unit, meaning my units, he will not gain a victory medal, but he could get a unit away in that method, but it needs to be a weakened unit. He cannot grab one of my full strength unit. Okay. Then he has an option to discard to get another one, but he won't. I think he's happy with his cards. And by that we are ready for turn 3. Okay, turn 3. Let's reveal our second card. Replacements. Roll 1 die for each command card that you have, including this card. For each soldier symbol. Okay, this is the card where I can get back units. And I think this could be something to play already. Free soldier symbol 1, return to an infantry unit. HQ or flag 1 is returned to any battlefield unit of my choice. And those guys who are getting replacements are also ordered, which is also a good thing. I mean, I have 3 units here. Sorry, 3 units here that are reduced. 1 pretty bad. So I could really make use of this. Yeah, I think I'll play that. So replacements it is. And I think it was, I need to check how many dice I get to roll. Right back. Okay, it's 5 dice. Let's see what we get here. We don't want the deadly dice, I guess. Let's check this again. I want soldier symbols and I want HQ or flag. Yeah, that's what I want. So we got 2 soldier symbols, 1 HQ and 1 flag. So I get actually 4 replacements. 2 of them needs to be infantry. So That's exactly what I needed actually. I take 2 there, 1 there and 1 there, and I'm good to go. This is really awesome. So here's my 4 lost units. So this will cover it up like that. Welcome back, guys. This also means he cannot play that card yet, right? And as a bonus, these are all activated now. So I will again advance with my machine guns to the hill, hoping I can be there a bit longer this time. These guys are kind of stuck there. I should have moved them first. Damn it. Sorry, I will redo this. I was quite dumb. So these guys will move up here first, like that, and okay, doesn't really matter. I think I move up these guys too, like that, and this time the machine gun, I'm actually putting it here. He's now actually seeing that machine gun too. Okay, so that's how it goes, and machine gun cannot fire when it moves. Those guys moved 2, cannot fire. These guys moved only 1 but have no targets. So I'm actually done by that. And I have 5 of these, but very expensive cards, except this one. So I will still draw 2 of these instead of another combat card actually. Maybe next time. And I also of course need to grab myself one of these. And then there's always the option to discard anything, but I will not for this turn. And by that it's the German turn 3. Let's see what he has. So it's an attack left, 3 units on his left. I think, and we need to read it like that, right? So he got to activate 3 units here. One is for sure this machine gun who will put fire there, and that guy will fire there, and I will actually move up these guys. Let's see if we should play anything. We have this advance over the top, but I don't think that's anything we not want to play right now. So the Germans are running up to strengthen his first trench line here, and then we got some fire coming. So let's start with the rifle fire up the hill. I'm pretty sure that's 2 dice. Let's just double check that. Infantry 2 hexes away, 2 dice, yes. And the hill ignores 1 soldier symbol. The thing is, I cannot ignore flags up those hills, so he can force me down. Luckily I have a retreat path though. Okay, so he didn't hit me because I can ignore that, but he gained 1 HQ token for that fire. And the other thing here is, I think that's a 3 dice attack, isn't it? Yes, 2 hexes away, 3 dice, up to 3 hexes. So this is a bit more serious thing, because I can ignore 1 flag and 1 infantry symbol there. I could play the body armor if he gets more of these infantry symbols. Let's see. Okay, he got the burst. And again, I'm not sure if these are good against bursts. Target ignores our soldier hits on this combat roll. Oh man. Well, I might find out how this card works. I will check some forums and stuff, but for now I will actually take that hit. So one guy down. And also he gained... Oh, wait a minute, it's 2 hits, right? No, sorry. That I ignore. That's a hit, and he gets an HQ token. That's what's happened. So he's up to 4 HQ tokens again. And that actually ends his activation. He will get a new card, first of all. And we'll check if you want to grab more of these or another card actually. He chose to get another combat card. Interesting. And that is a trench foot. Play when opponent is moving a soldier unit. Target one ordered enemy soldier unit. And that unit may not move or battle. So he can hinder one of my units to move or battle. And it's a soldier unit. So it could be a machine gun or mortar as well. Okay, so he has now 4 of these cards. 4 HQ tokens. And as I used to, when I have played 3 turns, I think I upload the video. So, quick recap. We grabbed ourselves these hills. We have I say a firm grip of that hill right now. Luckily got this this replacements card, so I'm in good shape there as well. And that has given me one of these precious metals. We also started moving up some reserves here. Here we have an advance coming. I don't really know if that was a good thing to do at this point. He could always, you know, put some machine gun fire. And I mean, if I activate that unit, okay, I can move into his trench, but there's loads of enemies there. I don't know why I did that. Of course I could pin down his machine gun if I move adjacent to him there. Maybe that's a good idea actually. I mean, we fight with equal terms in close combat. Otherwise I got pretty badly mangled by his artillery bombardments here. But again, my replacement card saved that situation pretty good. The German has also started to move up some reserves. And he also has one of these medals thanks to a recon card. So it's 1-1 as I'm racing against time. Yeah, that's it. So, as usual, thanks for watching, and I hope you will be back for part 2 that starts with turn 4. Bye for now.